Hey guys, and welcome to the revised edition of my top 10 best and worst female anime characters. Now I know you're all wondering, wait a minute, why are you redoing this list? You've already done it before and we've seen it before, all that stuff. We already know your choices. Not technically true, because I did change a few choices around and I re-watched this video and I realized, man, it was shitty. All my reasonings for why I didn't like a character were like handled so poor. They were executed poorly. Like, I didn't really give a full-on description, and I really didn't go into detail as to why I didn't like a character, or why I really did like a character. So I want to be a little more in-depth to why I hate a character and give more reasons. And to start off this top 10 Redux edition, I'm going to start off with my top 10 worst female anime characters. And just to let you guys know, I have a few honorable mentions and dishonorable mentions. And for the worst list, we're gonna start off with the first dishonorable mention I want to give, and that dishonorable mention is Sakura Haruno. Now a lot of you might be wondering, wait a minute, isn't she number 10 on your list? Why is she now a dishonorable mention? Because I give her the fact that she has grown as a character in Naruto Shippuden. But when I'm talking about Sakura Haruno, I'm talking about the first series, like the Naruto series, not Naruto Shippuden, just Naruto. And in Naruto, she just was really useless, and she didn't really do much of anything, and she was so pathetic. That's why I really didn't like her character. But because she has grown as a character in Shippuden, that's why I just give her a dishonorable mention. But that doesn't change the fact that she still was very useless. Starting off the list at number 10, we got Megumi Shimizu from Shiki. This girl is so selfish and self-centered. She is a terrible character, and she's all about vanity and the glory of fame. Like, literally, in the show, in the first episode, she's like, I want to get out of this raggedy old town so I can go be famous. She cares nothing about other people. She only cares about what she wants herself, and she's just a fake character, and you really don't care for her at all. Number 9 on the list is a character that didn't change her spot in my original top 10, and that is Orihime Inoue from Bleach. Again, I just felt like this character is really useless, and a lot of people actually condemn me, like, wait a minute, man, come on, it's Orihime, she does do a few things, but here's the fact. Even though she did those tiny things, they were very insignificant to the entire plot. Like, if she was never there, I don't think it would have made a huge dent. Yes, you know, she has the healing power, but she barely uses it in the later half of the series. And I was just like, she's kind of useless. And her development goes nowhere. She literally develops only as a side character and nothing more. She's never really, to me, a main character or even a strong character. She's just a side character always. That's as far as her development goes. Number 8 on the list is Mei and Dawn from Pokemon. Again, I just found these characters really annoying and really useless. I really didn't like them and their development. I really didn't get attached to these characters like I did Misty. And one reason why I liked Misty more than I liked Mei and Dawn is because I felt like Misty had a drive. She had motivation. She was a strong female character. She really stood her ground as a character. For me, Mei and Dawn kind of looked like pushovers, and they were just cookie cutter, copy paste random characters in a Pokemon series that they need to throw in because they need a girl in the show, you know, gotta get the little girl demographic in the show, you know, add them. And I just felt like they were pointless and useless, and of all the three, Dawn is the most annoying. I mean, Mei had some things that, you know, I liked. Like, she had some aspects that were good about her, but for Dawn, I had nothing. I didn't like anything about her character. Number 7 is Sarah Adimus from School Rumble. As you guys know how I feel about Sarah, I just don't like her. She is a dull filler character that doesn't serve anything to the plot, and she barely helps Yakumo, one of my favorite, if not my favorite female anime character of all time. And she, like I said, she's just so dull and uninteresting. I like nothing about her, and every time she came on the screen, I was just like, shut up, Sarah, stop talking, get out of the screen. I just didn't like her character. Number 6 is Risa Kamizaki from Amagami SS. My god, this character infuriates me. She tries to seem sympathetic, like, oh, I really like Juichi, but I can't really express my feelings. But all in all, she is a psychotic stalker. And okay, this is a big spoiler for anyone who's watching this. Just skip on to the next one, number 5, because if you don't want to get any spoilers, just skip on. But she is the reason why Juichi never met that girl 2 years ago, and why Juichi was in such a depressing state and never wanted to talk to another girl again. Because she found the girl that he was supposed to meet 2 years ago and told her that, you know, Juichi's not into you, or like Juichi's not gonna be there, so you don't have to go. He said he was gonna be busy, and made Juichi stand outside for hours waiting for her to show up, and she didn't. She's the reason why it didn't happen. And she's also the reason why he didn't hook up with the other 6 girls, because she's always like spreading rumors about Juichi, like, oh, he did this, or he actually likes me. And she aggravated me. And how Juichi ended up with her, I'm like, why? After all the shit she did, I'd be like, fuck that bitch. I'm not going near her. You are messed up. Stay away from me. Here's a restraining order. That's what I would have been like with this character. Though I will give her props, because if she didn't do what she did 2 years ago, Juichi would have never met Tsukasa, which is my favorite story in the Amagami SS series. So she gets a little props, but all in all, she's a terrible person and she's a bitch. Number 5 is Asuka Langley from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yes, you all expected me to put her back on this list, but everything about her is still the same. She is just a bitch. In the purest form, she's egotistical, she's maniacal, she's mean and cold-hearted and distant. Everything about this character, like, I really didn't get attached to this character. And yes, you could say, well, they develop her to where she's an understandable character. For me, yeah, they developed her to be an understandable character. But even though all that development happened, I still didn't feel attached to this character, and she still came off as a bitch. Number 4 is Himeko Katagiri from Pani Pony Dash. She is without a doubt the most annoying character I've ever seen in an anime. She aggravated me by her presence alone. The stupidity of Himeko is insulting, and it really just irritated me and aggravated me. Every time she came on the scene and started saying, Maho, 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 I was like, shut up! So as you can tell, this character just aggravated me all the time. And not only that, but she made every situation, and I mean every situation, from bad to worst. Every time. She's the one that fucks everything up, and she aggravates me. She makes me angry. And she's not even funny annoying. I mean, Shinobu from Ninja Nonsense is funny annoying, but she's just annoying. And now we get to the top 3, you guys, and starting it off with number 3 is Kirino Kosaka from Ori no Imoto. If I didn't emphasize how much I didn't like this character in my top 10 worst and in the review for the anime, I just found this character to be a bitch. She's just a self-centered character who cares nothing about other people's feelings. She treats her friends like shit. She treats her brother like shit. She is just a despicable character. Not only that, but she never truly changes or grows as a character. From the beginning, in episode 1 all the way to episode 16, she's always been the same character. Maybe her love for her brother grew, but that's about it. She's still the same despicable bitch character, and I honestly just didn't like her character, and she ruined the anime for me. Number 2 is Sekai from School Days. Now, you all knew she was gonna be on this list sooner or later, because everybody knows I hate School Days with a passion. And the reason why I hated this anime so much was because of its 2 main characters. And one of the main characters was Sekai. She is just a terrible human being. I mean, she is just detestable, and she makes herself look like the victim, like, oh, I love Makoto so much, but he's with Kotonoha, she stole her away from me, and you're all like, oh, I feel so bad for you, Sekai, making us feel sympathetic for this character. But then when we really see her true colors, the final episode, I keep talking about it, but really, the final episode is just perfect. Poetic justice in every sense of the word. Did it have to be that gruesome? I think so, because, come on, she deserved it. You gotta agree, she deserved it. And number 1 has not changed. She still is the same character that I hated in my first list, and that character is Eri Sawichika. She is wholeheartedly the true definition of a bitch. I hate her. She is mean to everyone, even her friends. She acts like a snooty rich bitch. And throughout the anime, I thought maybe I'm gonna grow to like her. Maybe they'll develop her to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I can see. There were moments, but they all just got ruined by the preceding moment or the moment after that. I was just like, oh man, this girl's a bitch. And not only that, but she cares about her image more than she cares about what she feels. Like, this is no secret, this is no spoiler. She likes Harima. It's been shown so many times and everyone has talked about it. She likes Harima, but because Harima is looked upon as a delinquent, you know, like this roughneck, the bad boy of the school, she's like, oh, I can't be with him because I'm the rich kid. I can't be like that. I gotta have upperclassmanship. I'm like, if you really liked the guy, that wouldn't have mattered. If you truly had feelings for him, it wouldn't matter if he was a slob or if he was messy or if he was black or white. You would just go to him, but because she's the rich girl, she has to play off being the rich girl. She just like, I don't like him. And probably the biggest reason why I don't like Eri is because she is so despicable and mean to Yakumo, one of the sweetest anime characters ever made, for no reason. Just because she has like a close bond with Harima, and Eri doesn't like the fact that she has a close bond with Harima because i.e. she really likes Harima, but she doesn't want to admit it, and she never really admits it, and she still treats Yakumo like crap. That just made me even angrier. To see nice people get treated like crap for no reason other than jealousy? No. And that is why Eri Sawichika is the #1 worst female character I have ever seen, in my opinion. And thus ends part 1 of my top 10 worst and best female and male anime characters. Stay tuned for part 2 of my worst male characters coming up, and let me know who are your worst female characters. Which characters just made you very angry every time you saw them on the screen, just aggravated you? Comment below, let me know. Anyway, hit that subscribe button if you really like my channel. You can subscribe. Like this video if you like this video. Leave a comment, you know, say stuff. Anyway, I'm Tony from the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.